Hi, guys, and welcome back to UK Unfiltered. Imagine you're a man who has spent the better part of 6 decades surrounded by the scent of expensive cologne, old money, and the finest lilies Buckingham Palace has to offer. Now, imagine waking up in March 2026, opening your window for a breath of fresh Norfolk air, and being hit square in the face by the overwhelming, unmistakable aroma of 1,000 cows having a productive morning. Yes, you heard that correctly. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, a man whose reputation is already, shall we say, a bit on the nose, is about to move into a home where the primary decorative feature is a massive pile of steaming manure. It is the ultimate horticultural irony. While the former Duke is trying to scrub his image clean following an 11-hour police interrogation and a scandalous set of Epstein-related emails, the universe, or perhaps just a very enthusiastic local farmer, has decided to provide a literal scent to match the figurative one. We are diving into the stinky situation at Marsh Farm, where the renovations are fresh, but the front garden is anything but. Quick favor, if you're loving this, hit that subscribe button. Over 92% of viewers haven't yet. It's free, takes a second, and means the world to us. Thanks if you did. Now back to the show. Let us set the scene for the most awkward housewarming in royal history. Andrew is currently sofa surfing at Wood Farm and the Sandringham estate, waiting for the builders to finish polishing the door handles at his new 5-bedroom farmhouse, Marsh Farm. But while the interior might be smelling of furrow and ball paint and high-end floor wax, the exterior has been treated to a delivery that even a valet would struggle to carry. Reports have surfaced that a colossal amount of manure was dumped just 200 yards away from his front door. Now, officially, this is for the newly planted trees to help the soil flourish. Unofficially, it is the most British welcome to the neighborhood gesture ever recorded. One local resident told the Daily Mail with a level of sass that deserves a medal. There has been a whiff of scandal around Andrew for a long time, so it is fitting that he should be exposed to the smells of the countryside. It is the perfect analogy for his current life. No matter how much you renovate the inside, the outside world is still going to smell exactly like what has been dumped on the lawn. He wanted a quiet life in the country. Well, he has certainly got the full sensory experience of it now. While the smell is one thing, the security at Marsh Farm is quite another. It seems the king is taking no chances with his brother's safety, or perhaps he just wants to make sure Andrew stays inside. The property has been fitted with a state-of-the-art security system, 360-degree CCTV, and fences so high they would make a prison warden nod in approval. It is a gilded cage with a very specific agricultural scent. This move to Marsh Farm is the final nail in the coffin of his Prince of the Realm lifestyle. He's moving from the 30-room Royal Lodge to a 5-bedroom farmhouse. For most people, a 5-bedroom farmhouse is a dream. For Andrew, it is basically a studio apartment with extra storage. The irony is that while he's being protected from the public by high fences and cameras, he cannot be protected from the aroma of accountability wafting over those fences. He is keeping a low profile, which is easy to do when your front yard is a biological hazard. It is a suspenseful wait for his move-in date, but one thing is certain, the removal vans will definitely need to keep their windows rolled up. We cannot talk about the manure without talking about why he is there in the first place. This move follows the absolute car crash of February 2026, where Andrew was arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. After spending 11 hours being grilled by detectives at Aylsham Police Station regarding his trade envoy emails and his links to Jeffrey Epstein, he was released under investigation. The manure dump is almost poetic. While the police are digging through his old emails and bank statements, the gardeners are digging into Sandringham soil. Both groups are looking for things that have been buried for a long time. Andrew has vehemently denied any wrongdoing, but the public verdict is increasingly reflected in the local flora. When the Chancellor, Rachel Reeves, is publicly suggesting you should pay back millions in misused public funds, a pile of poop in your front garden is probably the least of your worries. It is a fast-paced decline. From the heights of global diplomacy to the depths of a Norfolk farmyard, and the buffoon highness nickname is starting to feel like a very kind description. As the workmen put the finishing touches on Marsh Farm, the question remains, is this the final stop for the man from Norfolk? He is 66 years old, he has no royal duties, no inheritance to pass to his daughters, and a brother who drives past his house without stopping. He is essentially a high security tenant in a house that smells of cow dung. The move is expected sometime soon, and the anticipation is building mostly because the world wants to see if he will actually roll up his sleeves and deal with the countryside smells himself. The analogy of the manure helping things flourish is particularly biting. The only thing flourishing around Andrew right now is the legal case around him. He is a man who wanted to be remembered for his service to the crown. But in 2026, he is being remembered for the farcical ironing board incidents and the legend emails. Marsh Farm is not a retirement home, it is a tactical retreat. And as long as that manure is sitting 200 yards away, he will have a constant, pungent reminder that the public has not forgotten the whiff he brought to the monarchy. Thank you for watching.